We are going to talk with you about the very important theory in mass communication. It is called agenda setting theory. The communication is an extremely valuable tool for all of us. So this communication, so the mass communication also a part of our lifestyle now. So we cannot avoid it. And the media houses trying to grab dust into their personal agendas. So that's why we should learn about this theory. So this theory was founded by Dr. Maxwell, McComb, and Donald L. Shaw in the years of 1972. So they was trying to understand the phenomenon of mass media in 1968 US presidential election. So they asked 100 voters fairly simple questions. They asked 100 voters fairly simple questions. The question was, what are you most concerned about these days? What are you most concerned about these days? So the based on the answers, they came out with the article in 1972 in journal called Public Opinion Quarterly. So it is the correlation. It is means the agenda setting theory is a correlation between what is the mass media is representing and what is the voters considered to be an important issue. What is the mass media is thinking and what is the voters are thinking. So that is the question. The media may have a certain agendas with regards to certain issues. So media agendas may be political agendas, social agendas, and economic agendas. If some media houses belongs to political party, they try to um, increase their voters. If it is belongs to some businessmen, it's try to use their party or use their media to get advantage for his businesses. And if some social activists groups have the medias, they try to control the social or the society according to their rules, according to their agendas. So media houses may run by businessmen, political houses, or people with a significant interest and influence. So media have two agendas. So this theory have two. When we study this theory, we have to study. We have to consider about two assumptions. The one is that the gatekeeping. The press and the media do not reflect reality and they filter and shape it. The press and media do not reflect the reality and they filter and shape it. The gatekeeping is here, the filter flow of information. They decide which news that viewers or the readers should access to. And again, when we talk about the first assumption, the gatekeeping is here, the filter flow of information, and they decide which news that reader or viewer should access to. In the second assumption, the media concentration on a few issues and subjects leads the public to perceive those issues as more important than other issues. So the media concentrate only a few subjects and issues. So ultimately, they leads the publics to perceive that those issues are most important. So certain issues sometimes constantly happening in the country. So when you exposed to mass media 24 hours a day or the 10 hours, maybe or 12 hours, so a lot of hours per day when you expose into the media, the agreements between personal agenda and media agenda may happen due to the frequent exposure. Certain issues sometimes constantly broadcast 24 hours uh, a day. You might think it is the most significant issue in the country that particular time. So one event happening in the country. So the frequent exposure of mass media leads to a high level of agreement between personal agenda and media's agendas due to the frequent exposure. Consuming media for a longer period of time in a day, there is a possibility to that what the media shows and what you think would be more similar. So the theory is extremely relevant in 21st century as well. The media, a lot of media belongs to different groups, the governments and parties and other members as well. The Western world, the richest world, and they try to grab, they helps to the rich countries to run their agendas in Syria, in Afghanistan, so in Libya. There was a tragedy, or there was a problem there. So these problems arising due to the Americans or the NATO groups. The media like BBC, CNN, other media helps them um, to do these problems. I think that is not a simple thing. So therefore, the people's viewers, readers should learn about this theory, and they try to avoid becoming a victim of these media's agendas. And thank you very much.